So welcome back to another In the Headlights video right here at BOTB. It's our brand new section of the website where we feature 4 cars in a specific category. And this week's category is...
Electric Avenue. And thanks to the wonderful people at evhire.co, they've given us this Tesla Model X P100D to go and play with. It's such an incredible toy. Should we just go and drive it?
Let's go and drive it. So here we are on the Model X P100D. I've seen these things out and about, but never actually been in one. So it's pretty good that you've got one today for us to go for a little drive. The P stands for performance. 100 is the size of the motor, is that correct?
Yeah, 100, well, size of the battery, 100 kilowatts.
Right, okay. And the D stands for dual motor. So there's one in the front powering the front 2 wheels, and then there's one in the back powering the 2 rear. Now, am I right in saying that the front has slightly less horsepower than the rear?
Yes,
motor?
The rear is what you used to get in the old single motor performance one.
Right.
Then you've got another one in the front as well. Combined, these things put out 611 horsepower.
We'll show you in a minute how this thing pins your head back against the seat. These things are wicked. I mean, we've given a few away, the Model S on BOTB, and every single person that wins one, once they've gone and bought it or had a test drive, they absolutely love it. Now, we've just come into a car park. Tim, I was going to ask you, like, what's this thing like to drive around? Does it feel as big as it looks?
It is. It feels quite big, but there's fantastic visibility. You can't quite make out on the camera here, but the screen, the windscreen goes right the way up.
Yeah, it goes all the way to the top of your head. Literally, it ends here. It's got a slight gradient on it.
This is a big car. It's comparable in size to a full-size Range Rover.
When I look back and see how far this thing goes back, because you've not only got 2 seats here, you've got the 2 right in the boot as well. It feels a lot more airy than being in a Range Rover.
Yeah, and there's a lot of window as well.
Yeah, there's literally glass everywhere.
Little glass bits in the doors as well. It's a really nice. I mean, this one with the white leather as well. It feels so plush, doesn't it, inside?
Yeah. So let's list some of the benefits of this car then. The first thing, it's electric, which means you don't actually have to buy any fuel.
Yeah, this thing costs generally around sort of 2 to 4 pence a mile.
And in terms of charging, from completely flat, I think it takes about 6 hours on one of the fast chargers to go from 0 to 100, and now 100% charge being, how many miles is that? It's about 300 and something.
Yeah, the official rated miles is about 381, I think.
Right.
In reality, everyday driving, I've got a good friend who's got one of these exact models. You're looking at about 260 to 270 miles. Range anxiety isn't a thing with these.
No.
That's the key word that people always bring up with electric vehicles.
And also, if you only have to go on Tesla's website to see where their superchargers are based, and they are popping up all over the place all the time. I mean, there's already a huge network available, but to now go on and see how many more, even just in the last year, is just incredible.
Exactly.
And even when you're planning a route, if the car doesn't think it can make its final destination on the charge that you have, it will factor in you going to a supercharger en route, which is pretty cool. And the good thing about the superchargers is it will give you another, it's another 100 miles in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. So
by the time you stop, go to the loo, have a coffee, and you get back to your car, you've got another 100 miles on the clock ready to kind of get through.
Previously, the people have always used the range as an excuse on these. It's not a thing now.
I really want to talk about the looks of this car. I think it's safe to say the gull-wing doors that you get on the back look fantastic, right?
Oh, they are the Model X's party piece, aren't they? There's an Easter egg. It's a hidden feature somewhere deep within the multiple menu systems here. It's crazy. It was done for Christmas this last year, wasn't it? The lights all like flash and dance. It plays music. The doors open, and they sort of do this.
They fly.
They fly.
It looks pretty cool.
It's amazing. One thing that I absolutely love is all the doors can be open in the car. So both of the gull wings up and the front doors open, and I just walk away from the car with the key in my pocket.
Another thing I think we can definitely mention in this car is the fact that you do have the largest iPad screen in the world.
Yeah, I think it's 17 inch.
I think it's a 17-inch kind of portrait.
Yeah, portrait. There's a strip at the bottom that's always there that's got your
heater controls.
Yeah, your climate controls and things. And it's not like you haven't got dials. I mean, you've also got ahead of the driver here a lovely TFT screen that gives you all the information you want that you would normally have in a dials.
Yeah, so it's got Google Maps, it's got satellite on there as well, because all the Teslas have a built-in, all the latest ones at least, have a built-in 4G SIM card. You can also use Spotify, as well as DAB radio, etc, etc. You can link your phone to it as you would. You have a calendar on here as well, so you can sync your phone to the car and it will update all the calendar. Rear view camera, I think, is on all the models now.
On this, it's on a 14-inch screen right in front of you that's like HD. I think you've got them at the front and the sides as well, so you can do this kind of 360-degree parking thing.
So another thing that this car can do that a lot of people have been talking about, and it's been in the press a lot as well, is the fact that it can technically drive itself.
You haven't got access to the full autonomy yet, but it has a lot of systems and it keeps you within the lines. It's got adaptive cruise control, so it keeps you a set distance from the car in front. Radar. I mean, the thing with this over a normal system is it's got radar that's spreading all over, everywhere around you. So anything happens, a motorbike zips up the side. Normal systems don't sort of clock those, but this, you know, it's set to all kinds of things.
What's quite cool with that though is you also see a picture of a motorbike on the screen in front of you. And if you come up behind a lorry, it knows there's a lorry in front of you and it'll display a picture of a lorry in front of you. The fully autonomous mode isn't available yet, but what is interesting about this car as opposed to some other cars is that the car can just be updated. It's like updating your computer at home. As soon as you sit this car back at home, it logs onto your home Wi-Fi and it'll just basically update itself if it needs to. When more features are available for the car, it's just a download. You don't have to take the car to a service centre or anything, it just downloads it.
One thing that people always talk about with these as well is the performance. This thing is incredibly fast. We're talking 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.9 seconds. That's as fast as a McLaren 720S in an enormous 6-seat SUV.
This car is as fast, if not faster, than most supercars on the road anyway. And it will out-accelerate pretty much anything you put it next to.
When you're in ludicrous mode, I mean, and that is genuinely a thing. Yeah, people think you're just being stupid. It's not. Ludicrous mode. There's also ludicrous plus. So what you do is when you press the button and hold it down, the ludicrous button, you get this fantastic Star Wars
hyperspace,
and then you're into proper ludicrous plus mode. When you accelerate, it rearranges your internal organs and shoves them all the way back to your spine.
It's so linear, it just goes.
Because of the way that electric motors work, you've got 100% of the torque at 0 RPM. So all the torque is all there, all 987 Newton meters of it, and it just throws you forwards.
I think it would only be silly not to show you what happened when we took a few of the BOTB staff members out for a ride.
Whoa. Oh God, I actually feel sick. It's like a roller coaster. Oh, I hate it.
You're driving this thing. I've got to hold on. And you are holding on for dear life. It's a party trick. You're not going to do it every time because that took about 40 miles off the range. So it does take a chunk out of them, but you're not going to do those regularly.
So there we go. Tim and I have absolutely loved driving around in the brand new Tesla P100D. It is unbelievably quick. Crazy fast.
I'm going to try and find my internal organs later. I don't know where they've gone, but they're not here anymore.
And if you haven't already, you can actually play for this car online at botb.com right now. Tickets are
£8.75.
£8.75. So jump online and you never know, I could be surprising you with this on Tuesday. Good luck.
Good luck.